Good morning, student. This is Ravi. Student, today we will discuss a topic, congruency. We already discussed something about this topic. Now we will discuss again from the starting. As you know what is congruency, two figures are said to be congruent if they are equal in all respect. What do you understand by all respect? All respect means they are equal in shape as well as in size. Those figures which are equal in shape as well as in size, we can say that they are congruent figures. Now we will discuss it with an example, but before the congruency we have to little understand similarity. What is similarity? You have seen an elephant and it's a child, it's baby. Suppose you see an elephant. Don't go through the figure, only understanding. An elephant and one its child together. You can see that they are looking just like each other. You can say that they are similar. You can say that they are similar. But suppose you have their images in your phone and you are making the zoom of the child's image and you are making as equals to the mother's image. At a stage when you make this image exactly equal to its mother's image, then you can say that they are congruent. Means in similarity only shapes are equal. Means they are looking same, but actually in size they are not equal. But when you go to the congruency, then their shape and size both are equal. Means in simple words you can say you see the twin brother or twin sister. They have little differences, but if we are avoiding that little difference, they are same in shape and size, they are looking same to same, means we are confused which one is Ram and which one is Shyam. Then we can say that they are congruent. But practically there is little difference between them. So only for the understanding. Now we will discuss again what is the congruency. The figures which are equal in all respect, you can write this definition also. The figures which are equal in all respect means they are equal in shape as well as in size. They are called congruent figures. So from the starting, we will start with the circle, square, rectangle, and fourth one we are taking triangle. For the circles, you can see that all the circles are similar. All the circles are similar. Why similar? Because they all are the circles, means they have the equal shape. But when they will be congruent, when their radii are equal. When R1 is equals to R2, then they are congruent. Similarly, for the square, all the squares are similar to each other. All the squares are similar to each other. Why they are similar to each other? Because their shapes are equal. Shapes are same. When they will be congruent, when their sides are equal, means you can say that A1 is equals to A2. In that condition, they are congruent. For the rectangle, all the rectangles are similar, but when they will be congruent, when the L1 is equals to L2 and B1 is equals to B2. What are these L1 and L2, B1 and B2? You know that L1 is the length of L1 is the length of first rectangle and L2 is the length of second rectangle. Similarly, B1 is the breadth of first rectangle and B2 is the breadth of second rectangle. Now, when we are going through the triangle, we are going on triangle, then we are getting some mistakes are there or some criteria we have to learn to understand or to find out which triangles are congruent or not. So firstly, before we will start the triangle, let me explain some little things. Guys, without any criteria, how we can identify which figures are congruent or which are not. So if we are putting in simple word, we know that which figures have equal shape and equal size, they are congruent. But if we are not going through it, simply we want to know they are congruent or not. So whenever we are putting one figure on other, means whenever we are putting the figures on each other, if they are covering each other exactly without leaving any space or any margin, then we can say that figures are congruent. Means in simply, if we are putting this baby of elephant on this elephant, if this baby is covering elephant exactly without leaving any space, means we can say that they are congruent, otherwise they are non-congruent. So if we are putting this circle on this circle, if both are covering each other exactly, then they are congruent. Similarly for the square also, similarly for the rectangle also. But you know that it is not possible everywhere. Suppose for this circle I am telling you to put on this circle. Is it possible? Can you do it? You can't do it. So for that we have to study, we have to learn, we have to understand these criteria. How to find which figures are congruent to each other or not. So for circle, square and rectangle easily we can understand. Now for the triangle, there are 4 criteria which we are using for their congruency. First one is triple S congruency criteria, second one is SAS, third one is ASA, fourth one is AAS, and one more is there which I think CBSE has sorted that criteria in your new syllabus, but we will discuss it for your knowledge. And fifth one is RHS. These are the 5 congruency criteria. Firstly, understand their name. What is triple S? Triple S means S means side, side, side. Similarly, SAS, side, angle, side. ASA, angle, side, angle. AAS, angle, angle, side. And last one is RHS, that is right angle, hypotenuse and side. We have 2 triangles. One is triangle ABC and other is triangle PQR. If side AB is equals to side PQ, side BC is equals to side QR, and side AC is equals to PR. In that condition, we can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Guys, remember this is the symbol of congruency, and from its symbol you can find out that its definition you can find out from there. You can see that here it is the combination of 2 symbols. One is this and other is equal mark. Guys, this is the symbol of similarity and this one is equal mark. Means we can say that which figures are similar as well as equal in size, they are congruent figures. So for triple S we studied what are triple S, what is triple S. Now SAS. For it in large we will discuss later. Now normally I am telling you what is SAS. If in two sides and included angles of a triangle is equals to the 2 sides and included angle of the other triangle, then that triangles are congruent. See the figure. Suppose this side is equals to this side and this side is equals to this side. Now remember one thing, that what is included angle as per the sequence of letters SAS means first side, second side, and then included angle must be equal, means this angle should be equal to this. You cannot represent in this way that this angle to equal to this angle, not. Which two sides you are showing equal, included angle must be equal, then you can apply SAS congruency criteria. Similarly, for the AAS, two angles and included sides, and for AAS or AAS, two angle and the next side. For RHS, that is right angle, hypotenuse and side, means both triangle must be right angle. Both triangles must be right angle and their hypotenuse must be equal, and any of other side should be equal, like this side you can show that equal to this side. This is the RHS. Now one more thing, CPCT. CPCT. What is CPCT? Using any of the criteria, if you are proving that these triangles are congruent to each other, then their corresponding parts are equal. Suppose we have a triangle A, B, C and other triangle X, Y, Z. Using any criteria, if we are proving triangle ABC is congruent to triangle XYZ, using any criteria, or maybe it is already given, then we can say that their corresponding parts are equal. This CPCT stands for corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Means if two triangles are congruent, then their all corresponding parts are equal to each other. What are corresponding parts? As per the sequence of the name, AB, its corresponding is XY. Means we can say that side AB is equal to side XY. Similarly, BC, YZ. BC is equal to YZ. Similarly, AC is equal to XZ. AC is equal to XZ. Same as for the angles. Angle A is equal to angle X, angle B is equal to angle Y, and angle C is equal to angle Z. So we will use this term CPCT after proving triangles are congruent. Any corresponding side we can say that they are equal. Any corresponding angles we can say they are equal. Thank you. Be safe and study well at your home.